I need to waste some time.
Now that is just perfect.
So, as you can tell, today we're going to be making a video about arcades. So let's get into it. Have you ever been bored? Have you ever wanted to play some really bad games? Have you ever wanted to play some classic games that are okay? The arcade is for you. They have everything from pinball, which feels like those weird water ring games from CBS. They have a couple arcade games. But most of all, they have capitalism. If you don't know, arcades' whole purpose is to get money out of you. I don't know how you wouldn't know, but with all of these weird games and stuff, have you ever seen those ones that look like literally just casino games? Or there's always one in the corner, or one that's really big and it's like a Halo game, but it gives no tickets. It's so annoying. But yeah, the whole purpose of arcades are to make money. They trap you inside. Well, they don't trap you, but they put you inside this building where you want to have fun, you want to play some games, but you also want to praise. So you play around so much and so much, and you spend a lot of money trying to play those games. And then the prizes you get can be bought at the dollar store in bulk for like $2. Yeah, I said two. I meant $2.50 Dollar Tree. Spit on you, disgusting animals. Oh, I'm gonna be called Dollar Tree. I'm also not going to sell games for $1. It's so stupid. But arcades are pretty fun. Personally, my dad used to work at this really cool place. It was a restaurant. And right next to it was the Silver Ball Arcade Museum. It has some of the most classic. It has Pong, Super Mario Bros. Basically, all of the old cabinets of the first starting of Mario. When Mario was first appearing. Yeah, they have those cabinets. They have one of the first ever 3D ones that kind of uses the same technology as the Virtual Boy. They have a largest selection of pinball you can think of. Godfather's Kiss. So flipping many of them. And they're so much fun, okay? So much fun. It only costs like $30 for 3 people for an hour. It is so much fun. It kills so much time. Hey, quick question. Do you remember earlier when I said arcades were all about capitalism? Have you ever been to an arcade? Have you noticed that a lot of times the stuff they have is pretty cheap, you know? You have the cheap items. But when you start to get up in price range, you notice that a lot of it's outdated. Like if you go to an arcade that you think is hard, the best way to tell if it is actually hard is to see what generation of consoles if they're on. If they have PS4s and Xbox Ones, then that means to get out of there, because that means people have lost so many times that they haven't even felt like upgrading because they can just keep it there. That means no one has been able to win those. If you go to a place that has PS5s, then you have a better chance of winning, I'll admit it. If you have a place that has brand new items that are really expensive, then you know a lot of people can win, and that's probably a good way to hunt for arcades. And trust me, I know a lot about arcades. One of my friends won his Nintendo Switch on there. And Skyliners, but we don't talk about that part. But overall, arcades are what we want. They're a short, easy way to have some fun, They're very easy to have fun, You can run around trying different games. You can try and get your highest score on a game. You can try and win a prize you like. And overall, they're a lot of fun. And they're honestly pretty good for the economy. They bring in a lot of money. They make a lot of people happy. If you have a lot of arcades in one area, you can bring up, the local thing. Like, for example, I went to, what is it called? I can't really tell you the name of it because I don't want to get doxxed. But this big boardwalk by me. And they have so many arcades. And it's so good because when tourists come down here, it brings more money back into our community. So that way it can be just better for that area instead of just being stuck in that same price range and stuff for anything. It is really good. And honestly, I'll admit it. I love arcades. I love them so much. But they just a waste.
The mom has told me for my safety that I should not finish that sentence.